Haiku is a poetic form unique in Japan and is famous as the shortest poetic form in the world. It is a very compact and evocative verse form of 17 syllables in a 5-7-5 pattern. The themes of haiku may be inspired by intuitive penetration into nature and life. It is said that the haiku form was created in the 17th century and flourished in the Edo period, when master poets such as Basho and Buson emerged on the scene. In Japan, however, there is an older form of short poetry called Waka or tanka, which is more primal. This poetic form perfected in the beginning of the 7th century. Its original form can be seen in the Myriad or Myriad Leaves Collection, an anthology of poems compiled in the 8th century. Words in Waka are set in a 5-7-5-7-7 syllabic structure, with no season words as required in haiku. Waka allows more freedom of subject matter. Waka poems have continued to be composed up to the present day, and Waka poems composed by modern people are called tanka. Dozing on my belly on a sand dune brings back every single distant pain of first love. This is a tanka poem by Ishikawa Takuboku. If you listen several times to the Japanese sound of this tanka, you will feel the rhythm of 5-7-5-7-7. 砂山の砂に腹ばい初恋の痛みを遠く思いずる日。砂山の砂に腹ばい初恋の痛みを遠く思いずる日。The pleasing resonance of the words is one of the reasons Japanese have long cherished the tanka. Before the modern era, tanka was called waka, and this form of short poetry has been loved by the Japanese since ancient times. And the culmination of this in ancient times is the Manyoshu, compiled in the 8th century. It is made up 20 volumes, which contains 4,500 waka poems composed over a period of 130 years. The composers of the waka poems were diverse and included various classes from the emperor to farmers to soldiers, who were from all over the country. In other words, the act of composing poems was a very ordinary pleasure for the people of those days, and it was by no means reserved for the select few. Moreover, excellent waka poems were selected regardless of status. The anthology also includes poems by the lowest classes of the time, such as courtesans and beggar entertainers. The themes of the waka poems were also varied, such as love of the family, or a lover, praises to nature, and mourning to the deceased. The style of the waka poems was hopeful and powerful, and gives us a sense of the unspoiled and sensitive character of the ancient people. I chose some waka poems from Manyoshu. Spring has passed, and summer seems to have arrived. Garment of white cloth hung to dry. O heavenly Kang Hill. 春過ぎて夏来たるらし白田への衣干したり雨のかぐ山。春過ぎて夏来たるらし白田への衣干したり雨のかぐ山。Coming from Tago's Cove, I gaze white, pure white, the snow has fallen on Fuji's lofty peak. 田子の浦湯打ち入れてみれば真っ白にそう。富士の高根に雪は降りける。田子の浦湯打ち入れてみれば真っ白にそう。富士の高根に雪は降りける。The capital of Nara, beautiful in green earth, flourishes now like the luster of the flowers in bloom. 青によし、奈良の都は咲く花の匂うがごとく今盛りなり。青によし、奈良の都は咲く花の匂うがごとく今盛りなり。When autumn comes, these mountains are always, as we see them now, where the deer cries, in longing for his wife, on these high fields. 秋さらば、今も見るごと妻恋に、かなく山そ高野原を植え。秋さらば、今も見るごと妻恋に、かなく山そ高野原を植え。Plum blossoms fall, and scatter in my garden. Is this snow come streaming from the distant heavens? 我が園に梅の放ちる久方の雨より雪の流れ来るかも。我が園に梅の放ちる久方の雨より雪の流れ来るかも。